Welcome back to another episode of the Radar. So I'm Jasper.
And I'm Murray.
I'm
And
Mr.
today,
Leong. You already do that?
yeah, let's
redo that. Welcome back to another episode of the Radar. So I'm Jasper.
I'm Murray.
Mr. Leong. And today we'll be bringing you to our next episode of what we have to offer you in RH. Alright, so once again, shout out to block3.com for being the best platform in this place.
I have a McDonald's waiting in my room, so I'll not drink the Coke right now.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but maybe like all the craziness aside, especially that story, that was really interesting. I did not expect the hall to be so enthusiastic and so rah-rah at one point in time in the past. It's something I cannot imagine.
That's what I mean by unity in the hall.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you understand when I say that, yeah, you're doing a lot, which is good again, but you have to go to somewhere. You have to go somewhere. The somewhere has to be the hall.
Yeah.
Huh?
Wow, that's the energy that I don't think I can see in this lifetime.
Can lah.
I have to come back maybe 5-6 years maybe.
Right now, what they're doing at Block 5, doing the exercise thing and all that. Yeah. See how the RFs are intermingling with you all. It's a blessing. Okay? It's a blessing. So appreciate your RFs, appreciate the hall master. It's a blessing. Okay? That they are willing to participate in all these activities together. Okay?
I think maybe, but then of course we cannot forget the blessings of you being a hall manager here lah.
You'll say that too much.
No, it's for real. But honestly, as a real a personal interesting question so what would you work as if you were not RH hall manager?
What I work as?
Or what would you have been working at?
What do you think that could be?
I don't know. I mean, you told me a few jobs before. That I thought was quite interesting.
Okay. What I did before?
What you did before, and you might have continued if you weren't the manager. I think people like Murray and the year ones, year twos probably don't know about this. It's quite interesting, honestly.
Okay. So I was what did I start with? I started with trading. I was on the Cymex floor as a trainee. Cymex floor is when they do trading, buy and sell. Unlike right now, you just do it on the computer. So there's a pits, okay, and then you get these jackets, and then
all that shouting.
Yeah, but bidding and offering. Then you just stand there, shout lah. But I was a trainee there for just a month. So that's one of the first jobs I did.
So did you do the training or were people training you?
I was being trained, and then I did some trading.
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 It's called trader. So pit trader.
Then do you still do trading now? Like in your own free time?
When I can. Otherwise, no. Then there were other things like other jobs. Then simple admin job, accounts. Then eventually I joined the theatre. Became a theatre actor. So I did the musical. The one is called Bugis Streets. The second run, not the first one, the second run. Okay, so that one we did it in Hong Kong and we did it in Singapore. After that, I joined the practice theatre as a full-time theatre actor for about a year. And then a friend of mine came look for me. No, he came to my the practice place at Waterloo Street, and then he wanted to do a movie. The first Chinese movie, the Road Less Traveled. Go and check. Road Less Traveled. Then turned out the person was my primary school friend who was just sitting next to me. And somehow he just came look for me, and then we worked on that together for a while. I helped out. I helped out. But it was actually his team and their own production full time. So I was there just helping out. Yeah.
Not as a supporting cast member.
No, not as a supporting cast. So he was trying to look for actors. So he asked me to help him find actors. So that's what I did. And then along the way of production, I just helped what I can. So I was involved in that role. Then after that, I didn't go back to full-time theatre. Then I went to do IT. I did IT for I think 3 years or 4 years. So I worked in Taiwan. I worked in Japan. Not for very long, but short time. Stints here and there. Okay? And then became back. I was trying to do photography. Then finished with that. Then I ended up in Raffles doing part-time. I started as part-time, not full-time. I just needed some job, and then the Block 2 RF at that time, Carson Go, knew me from outside, so he just asked me to join.
Is that where the 2003-2004 discrepancy might have happened?
Yeah.
Hey, actually that makes sense now.
So that's how I started. First part-time job, then 3 months later, the hall master at that time, Professor Xia Ka Heng, asked me to join full time as hall manager, and that's it.
That was the start of your entire Raffles journey.
Yeah, until now.
A lot of titles under your belt. I think it's apparent to see where RHMP gets their sparkle from.
I don't think I was that sparkle.
But
Themselves.
have you partaken in like RHIP endeavors or any part of their?
With your theatre background, it
I
seems
used to teach the voice training, give them voice training.
Vocal coaching?
Vocal coaching, yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for projection, singing, stabilizing the voices. I can do that. Yeah, that one I can do. Not so difficult.
Maybe next batch can consider you.
I had one guy Thomas. Then Thomas, he came to look for me. Then I gave him some training. Then the next time he went on stage, nobody could recognize his voice.
wow.
Wow.
But he must be diligent. Like he was diligent. So he did 1 week and nobody can recognize his voice.
Nice.
Can change the voice. Can change it to a theatre voice if they practice every day. Can be done. Not so difficult. Anyone can do it.
I see that you really partake in Raffles Hall. It's like culture and activities like very diligently since the past like then, right? So, but do you stay in hall full time like us like that, the resident?
Well, not officially. Initially, I would always go back. Then it's very tiring. The work here just kept loading a lot. They just load. Work. A lot. And they keep load a lot of work. So you just have to spend more time doing. Sometimes because of processes, the same thing it takes like 2 times or 3 times longer to finish the same thing. There's a lot of processes and procedures and there are a lot of changes. So that took out a lot of time. And then things would sometimes would need my attention the moment I reach home. Yeah. So I have to keep coming back every time I reach home. I have to keep coming back.
Yeah, sounds like a pain in the ass.
busy schedule.
Yeah.
No, it's not a pain. Things just happen. People, for example, get locked out. Somebody suddenly get injured. Some incidents will happen. Things like that.
Is that where the bailing out of the jail incident come from? The one that I saw from our Instagram.
That one is after he left.
Oh.
He was in a very unlucky period. He was in a bad state. It's nothing bad that he did. He didn't do anything wrong. He got sabotaged. He got sabotaged.
Okay.
So I know him. So I went there just help him out. Didn't involve money because you just have to sign something in case he runs. They have to come pay.
Like a guarantor that he doesn't run away.
A guarantee. I'm a guarantor. Yeah. So that's one. But he's okay now. He's doing very well. He's doing very, very well. So when here's a story here. So even you think that you're in bad state currently, okay, take it from me. I've seen people down and then rocket back up. This guy rocket back up. Okay. So there's hope, right? When you're down. So don't let it get to you.
Personal curiosity, I think especially for the freshmen, right? So the RFs all stay in the blocks they are assigned to. But where do you stay, as the hall manager?
In your dreams.
Okay, I understand. Private information. I won't prop too much.
Yeah, but because what you say, because you are often in hall, you stay with us, right? So most of us here, we all have to eat comm hall food, right? So personally, what do you think of the comm hall food?
What's this thing about comm hall food?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't like it?
There's a lot of talk about it.
Why? It's actually one of the better caterers.
Okay,
all right. Okay, I understand from your perspective why you might not, you might have comments on that. Okay? Because there could be repetition. Okay, so I explained before to a few residents, so I'm going to explain here now. The caterer we have is a very good caterer. Okay? The secret of getting the best out of caterers is to give them a free hand and tell them what to do. Okay, because this is what I did with this caterer and the caterers before. Give you a free hand. Okay, what residents want, provide within your means to do it. And our current caterer did it. Just that they have to now adhere to a menu that's inside the contract. Then they must submit for approval. And that ties their hands to able to provide more that they wish they could. Because previously they'll come and design food for you. They'll have someone think through what you would want to eat. What kind of specials.
Like a fixed template. that you
Yeah,
have to
what kind of
follow?
specials? The specials it has a lot of variety. Okay, so you'll be surprised if their hands are untied, that what they can do for you.
Or maybe it's time the students campaign for more freedom with our food.
Nah.
I would say
Nah.
I would say it's a campaign, but it can be discussed, and then we can maybe give some feedback. However, that's before inflation.
Yeah.
So today, even if we let them have a free hand, I do not know whether they can do as much as what they could do before. Okay? But they could do a lot. They could do a lot previously.
So this is like the difference between like the laid back year, like back in the years when there was more like freedom like in hall compared to right now where there's a lot of rigidity compared to the
Make the freedom. Make the laid backness. Make the place
No.
make the place as homely in as many ways as possible. But it takes two. One, of course, your desire from all of you, and then the receptive management who is willing, who can. Either they need to be able to can, and also they may be willing. Or sometimes they're willing, but they cannot.
Yeah.
Okay, so that part needs to be worked out to bring back how I would say bring back, adjust back to what my views are was some of the best times in hall.
That sounds like a job for the current JCRC. So 64 of this goes out to you.
all playing handphone, all not paying attention, all playing handphone. Yeah.
Oh, so like, I think we have to wrap up soon, which is kind of unfortunate.
Yeah.
Would be very nice to bring you down for more episodes in the future, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, very exciting conversations.
It's actually very interesting. Even some stuff that I've never heard before myself. It's quite interesting, yeah.
But it's many years.
What's like one thing you wish to tell like all of RH if you could? Like, yeah, whoever that comes to mind, like just what would you want to tell them?
Tell them. Just tell them. You'll have the opportunity to have one of the most special places in Singapore to enjoy yourselves. Okay? As current restrictions as it may be. Okay? So I just hope that all of you, treasure it. Okay? Be mischievous, have fun, but don't get into trouble.
That's a very, very fine line to walk there.
It can be done. It was done before.
Yeah, I mean, I did it myself also.
Okay? Because what you don't do is always something that you miss out that you will never be able to do again. You would think 4 years is long as a freshman. Long or not?
Yeah, very long. You have no idea, man.
No, it's very short.
Yeah, but I mean, it was long to a certain extent, but it is really like a breeze. I mean, like, it just got to me recently that I'm going to graduate in like next year already. Yeah, it is really fast. It's faster than you expect, honestly speaking.
Yeah, precisely. And many of the alumni who left always come back and say, I wish I'm in hall again. Or I wish I'm in hall again. They all say the same thing. Which means then you go back to the first question, why won't you find another job? In case I go out and say, I wish I'm in hall again. You can feel the sentiments they have for the hall. Okay? Because of what they experience here within the time that they have. Sometimes even people who stayed 1 year, who come in the middle, okay? Again, this depends on the hall spirit is receptive to them. Okay, how they feel about the hall. They would come back and say, I wish I had joined earlier, I wish I can do this one more time.
Yes, I have heard of people who say that.
Okay, I'll tell you there was an exchange student, right, from Germany. That was when I first arrived. He's from Germany, yeah? And he's not supposed to stay in hall anymore because he's finished his exchange. He finished it. Okay? Then one day they brought this guy, I forgot his name. He came here and then he needs a place to stay. Of course he cannot stay. Just going to stay with somebody. Alright? Bang in somewhere. Why? Because he loved Raffles Hall so much within the 3 months. He came back to play ISG. He came back to graduate together with the friends that he made here in Raffles Hall.
Wow.
God. Okay? This is how engaged and how much the hall is so welcoming, enjoyable, okay, that people cannot forget after they leave. Can you bring the hall back like that? It's your challenge. You can, but I don't know how you're going to do it. We'll work it out somehow. Okay, but I'm telling you, that was how Raffles Hall was. Okay, it's not within just NUS or within the ball grounds. It stretches out to other countries, because not just exchange students, even Raffles students will eventually go out to other countries, or they'll go back to their own countries, or they get posted somewhere else. So the people you meet here, okay, the friendships you make, the true friendships with no interest behind it, okay, real genuine connections between people and people will follow you wherever you go for many years, even for the rest of your lives. Aww. Anywhere in the world. Yeah, I don't. No, I'm telling you, it's true.
It's true.
Okay,
yeah, it's just enticing prospect as a freshman.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I mean, I can say with what we to attest to what Mr. Leong said, as a senior who's about to graduate, I've seen I made friends over my last 3 years in Raffles, right? Some of them I'll probably really just take away with me throughout my entire life. I mean, maybe I'll just call them out. Big shout out to 63rd JCRC. The all 11 of us, I think we will probably still remain friends even after we graduate for years to come.
Yeah, exactly what I meant, that you all need to do the activities, totally participate in it for your group, but also doing it for the hall, in the name of the hall. Okay, because the more your heart and your energy is involved in it, okay, the more you will get out of it.
You feel that passion that you have once committed towards the hall, and that in turn, you all had that same sentiment throughout that whole period of time, which made you bond even closer.
No?
Yeah. I mean, I get that, yeah. Even my short time here, I've already made quite a few friends I can foresee myself keeping in contact with and being close to long into later in my life.
It's good.
Yeah, it's quite magical in a sense.
Yeah, so that's all. Yeah. It can change you, okay? It can change you.
Yeah, that's really very true. Not wrong there. Yeah, maybe one last question that a lot of residents have asked us to inquire you. So if the Raffles students want to get a hold of you, right, what is the best means of doing so?
Just come look for me in the office. Right? Cannot get me.
Yeah. I mean, some of them, let's say, for whatever reason whatsoever, need to look for you, be it door lock, need a friend to talk to.
Usually, pre-COVID, I suppose I can say, just come look for me in the office. Nowadays, I'm still here, but I have other things. So yeah, I mean, for now, since I'm still working here, just come look for me in the office. That's all. The best way, come look for me in the office. Okay.
Yeah. This once again, the best way is really the easiest way also. I always come look for you in the office also. I never really message on.
Yeah, just come look for me in the office. Right.
Yeah, so I guess that wraps up with this podcast session with Mr. Leong. So once again, really thank you so much for being a special guest and coming to our podcast.
Thank you for inviting me.
So once again, I'm Jasper.
And I'm Murray.
And with Mr. Leong. So look forward to seeing you to another episode on The RHadar. Honestly speaking, do you have anything you want to say for people who will leave their parcels in the hall office until it builds up to a mountain?
I just remember, come get your things. Don't waste your money. Why? Okay. Who would want an inflatable pool in their room? Why you want to do that? Is it because you're a swimming team? Yeah? You're shy about wearing swimming trunks, bikinis, so you need one in your room? Huh?